everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I know that it's been quite some time since my previous video, but I ended up spraining my wrist. So I was just waiting all of this time to get better and recover. So now I am, so now we are back to the videos. Now on to some good news. The twin turbo kit arrived. So it actually arrived sometime last week. I can't remember exactly what day. Unfortunately, it arrived 2 weeks delayed, so 2 weeks after the expected date that they had told me it was going to arrive. But doesn't matter, I was really happy to finally have the twin turbo kit and have it installed on the Mustang GT. The only unfortunate thing is that due to my wrist, I really wasn't able to do much, so I wasn't able to install the turbos, but they are installed on the Mustang now. So let me show you now how it looks. So let me get started and showing you, but like I said before, I wasn't able to install the twin turbo kit just because of my wrist, but luckily Chris and his friend installed it, and I am so thankful for them, because if not, then this installation would have had to have been delayed even further. And honestly, none of us wanted that. We wanted to get this out as soon as possible, just because it was already delayed from the vendor. And why delay it even further than that? So it's about 90% installed. There are a few pieces missing, but it's almost there. So starting off with this, so this is the back side here of the turbos, which in this case, it connects to the Armatrix exhaust. So there's a piece missing here, a pipe, which that's going to be installed very soon. And now here we get a look at the turbos. So there's two of them, because this is a twin turbo kit, and they are installed under here because this is a sleeper kit. So if it wasn't a sleeper kit, then the two turbos would be installed on top on the engine bay. And once you open the engine bay, you'd be able to see the turbos. But since this is the sleeper kit, that's why they're mounted here underneath the car. And once you open up the engine bay, it pretty much just looks stock. So I mean, I like that idea because you're like, whoa, I was in for a huge surprise. So here we see both of the turbos. Like I said, here we have a few oil lines. So we have this one and this one. So this black oil line, this routes back to a pump that's mounted on top of the engine bay, which I'll show you guys pretty soon. And then we also have this other oil line right here that goes back to the block. So now let me move here so you guys can have a better look here at the front of the turbo. So here you can see the filters for both of them. And then moving here, we see the piping. So this piping goes back to the intercooler. So again, just like on this side, on the other side, it's the same as well, which you can see it. There's a blow-off valve here, which there's also another blow-off valve on the other side, and all of this routes back to the intercooler. So everything that I said for both turbos, it all routes back here to the intercooler, which routes back to the engine, which now I'll lower the car so you guys can see the rest here on top. Since this is the sleeper kit, you won't be able to tell a difference here, except for one thing. That's if you're really looking. So we still keep here the stock intake box, but of course this is how it looks. Now the only thing you'll be able to tell is just this part right here will be exposed, so you can tell that this is a different material. But other than that, you really wouldn't be able to tell here. Of course, it doesn't have the engine cover just because it makes it easier to work without that. But like I was saying, so let me just put this up here so I can show you. And then let me remove this here as well, because I want to show you that pump here. But this right here, so this comes here from the top of the intercooler. So this is what routes the cool air and then back to the engine. I also moved this here because I wanted to show you that pump that I was referring to in regards to that oil line in between the turbos. So this is that pump, and this is belt driven. So in order for this, you also need to remove the stock crankshaft bolts, and then you need to install a part that then lets you then install this belt, which then drives that pump. Now this pump, it also has this hose right here that comes from that pump as well. So this is where your oil cap would be. So that's another different thing here, is that whenever you put oil here, you have to just remove this. So this just has a clip here, and then you'll just have to remove the cap, and then that way you'll be able to put oil into your car. So apart from that, let me just put this back. So let me just give you an idea of how this would look. So this would just, again, come out from here and then into the engine again. So apart from that, the only thing else that is missing are just a few pieces. So some vacuum lines need to be routed here to the blow-off valves. Some hoses here needs to be rerouted. The fuel injectors need to be installed and the spark plugs need to be gapped. So other than that, it'll be pretty much done. So like I said, we're 90% here. So after all of this has been installed and the car is ready to go, we can then take it to dyno comp and then they'll tune the car. But don't worry, Julio, your car will be ready. So now you saw the twin turbo kit. It's almost installed 100%. We're like about 90% there. And let me tell you, even though I didn't install it and it was installed between two people, it was easier said than done. I was here the entire time watching them. And let me tell you, I was thinking, you know what? I think I'd rather do my engine any other day of the week other than this. And also with the instructions, they were clear, but honestly, I feel like they could have been a little bit clearer, because some of the things that you would see on the instructions and then you're seeing here kind of like, you kind of just need to go and be like, okay, so is this what they meant? But either way, I'm happy that it's here. Even though it was delayed, it was installed. Again, congratulations once again to Julio. Your car will be ready in time. And also congratulations to the other two winners of the cash prizes of $2,500 and $1,000. So I have all of the winners posted on the Driven Fast website as well as on the Driven Fast Instagram. I am very, very happy for you. So now after this is ready, it will once again go to DynoCom to get tuned. So the car isn't going to be leaving right away. You will probably see it in the next few videos, which I do want to make a video once the car is gone and Julio has possession of it. I will make another video just to give you kind of like my experience and how everything went with my first giveaway car, because let me tell you that I do want to make a lot of changes. I've learned a few lessons here with this one, so I do want to make a few changes for the next giveaway. The main thing being with shipping with the merch, because I know there were a lot of delays there. I mean, there was a delay here with the twin turbo, but there was just a lot of things that were just out of my control. So I feel like I want to get that control and just make things flow a lot easier. But like I said, I will be making a video just talking about everything and how my experience went and things that I plan to change for my next giveaway car. Also, I had mentioned in my previous video, I know that a lot of you asked me, that there was a surprise coming, and I just wasn't able to have that surprise out for you last week just because this car wasn't ready and this was my main priority, and also just with my sprained wrist, I really couldn't do much. So I will be revealing that surprise this week. I am very, very excited for you guys to see it. It's not the second giveaway car, even though that is coming really soon, but I'm very excited for it. So stay tuned for that. Other than that, again, congratulations to Julio and the other two cash prize giveaway winners. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.